Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Unstoppable, Team Inspire weekly call meeting. It is June the 4th, 2014, and I want to welcome you all, those who are listening live, those who are watching via YouTube, and those who are watching the recording. So thank you for joining us. So today it's myself and my amazing team, as well as Stacy Booth and her amazing team from Team Unstoppable. Say hi, Stacy.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. So we're going to touch on a couple of things tonight. First of all, Stacy is going to talk to you guys about prospecting and talking to people when you're out and about. I can't, of course you get the Canadian to say out and about.
I know, that was awesome. I think I planned it.
So she has some things to share on us, with us, and then we're going to touch on a couple of things. First thing I just kind of want to touch on, first of all, is our sizzling summer sales that we have on. We have, today was the countdown of 4 days left, so starting tomorrow there's 3 days left. We have until June the 9th, okay? So there's a couple of things that are already sold out. I believe it's only Pump and Shailene Extreme, am I correct? Is anything else sold out already other than those?
I think that's it right now.
Yeah.
Combat
so we've got the
first, but then they went back, so.
Okay. So, you know, it's really great because we've got Combat still left. We have Slim and Six still left. P90X, P90X2. They're both at 50% off. Really good. Okay. There's some great buys on P90X sports bras and other apparel, as well as the foam roller and the stability ball. And it's just really, yes, we do get a commission on those sales. Yeah, so coaches get a commission on all of those sales. So make sure that you are sharing. Sorry?
Some of them you don't get commission on. Like the clothing, you don't get commission on the clothing because there's no PV. So as long as there's PV to it, then you get a commission. But if there's no PV attached to the item that's being sold, then you don't get PV or commission on it.
Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that about the clothing, but it makes sense. So definitely the workout programs. We get a commission on those for sure. So yeah, so make sure you promote those. I know I put a couple of 2 different posts together. One is an updated post as well with the sold out programs, and I put that on Team Inspire and Team on Fire for anyone who's looking for them. And Stacy had put some up as well. So you know, no need to reinvent the wheel. You can always use ours. I put my name on them, and I leave them blank when I share them for my team and everything, so you guys can do the same. Okay. So that being said, great promotions coming into PIO, okay, which is going to be launched on the 23rd. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
Of June. Okay. So it's time to, like I talked about last week, start advertising. Put together informative group. Okay, a group that will, you can have anybody who's interested in it, add them to that group, couple them all together, post information as it comes to you, post tips on nutrition, getting them to make good choices even before the program comes out, so that they start to realize how valuable your coaching is and how the accountability part is so important. So they'll want to join your challenge group when it officially starts in July. Okay, so start working towards that. And what else are we going to touch on? What else is going on this week? Oh, we have Team Cup going on for July, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Team Cup.
Team Cup in July, so start thinking about that. You know I'm putting a team in. Yeah, I like free stuff. Yeah, I like to build my business 70% more than people who don't join Team Cup. So this is for every brand new coaches. There's some people who have been brand new coaches. You ask Joanne Michaels. I think she joined. Perfect. We'll put you on one for sure, Marie. Marie's going to be killing it here. I just know. I have a meeting with Marie tomorrow. She's got fire in her belly. I love it. So I think Joanne joined the very first month that she was even a coach, and she didn't. You know, she just kind of blindly went into it, and I mean, it just skyrocketed her into her business. And so please, new coaches, do not feel intimidated by Team Cup. There's 5 people per team, only 1 diamond per team. Okay, the rest of most of them are made up of brand new coaches, and it is based on Success Club points. and you win prizes from Beachbody. So, I mean, last Team Cup was in what month? March?
Yep.
Okay, I won a beach umbrella. I won a camping chair. I won a rolling portable cooler for the beach. I won a beach blanket and a foam Nerf ball that says Beachbody on it for free. They just arrives at your house.
And you know what you do differently during the Team Cup than you do normally? Nothing. You do everything you're supposed to. So it's no different. So if you sign up, you're doing exactly the same thing. So it's not requiring any more effort on your part. You just do what you're supposed to be doing. And I will be driving to Florida at the very end of this month and moving into our new place. And I'm still joining Team Cup, even though life will be full of craziness and boxes. I am still joining. So no excuse, guys. Just join a team, put in your best effort, and you know what? Don't worry about if you think you're going to hold the team back or whatever. Just try your best, and that's all we can ask for. If I have someone on my team that's trying, and even if they don't get a lot of points, I don't care. They're trying and they're learning. That's what Cup is about. It's about learning, having fun, and if you win prizes, awesome. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to be scared of Team Cup. You're doing exactly what you should be doing every day anyway. You just get to win prizes.
Yeah, exactly. You just get to win prizes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And you get to be part of a team. It's just nice to be part of a team. Like, who doesn't want to belong? This world, there's no I in team. And, so it's always nice to belong, to work with people that you would, on your team or other teams that, you think a lot of and you want to, have that connection with. It's always lots of fun. So we'll talk a lot more about that in the next coming weeks and stuff, I'm sure. So that being said, Stacey, do you want to start talking a little bit about prospecting out and about?
Yes. So this past weekend, I flew to Florida. I was house hunting, and my friend Carrie came with me, success partner. And I am not always awesome at wearing wear and share. And I, if it feels good, I strike up a conversation. So I wanted to tell you I had 5 exposures this weekend and got 5 emails, and I'm working with all of them. So I wanted to share my experience with you. So on the very first plane that I was on, I get my laptop out, and my laptop has a P90X3 sticker on it, and I just put it on before the trip because I don't like stickers. I don't like them at all. I'm like, I got to put this on there. So I put it on there, and the guy sitting next to me says, "Hey, do you do P90X?" And I said, "I have." I said, "What about you?" And he said, "Yep, I have." So we started talking. We talked for pretty much the entire plane ride. And he's extremely into fitness. He has done Insanity. He's done P90X. He does not have a coach. I asked him. And so I said, as I was, getting closer to the landing part, I said, "Hey, I would love to connect with you and see if there's any way that I can help you, further along your fitness and let you know when new programs are coming out." Because we had talked about PIO and he was interested in that. So I got his email and information, and I didn't give him my email address. I just said my name is Stacey Booth, and I didn't give him a lot of my information because people aren't going to contact you. You're going to contact them. Mm-hmm. So as long as they know your name, you just want to get their information. So I got his email, his name, his phone number. I got all of his digits. And then as we were landing, and I'm talking to this gentleman, we land. And I stand up, and the woman directly in front of me says, "Hey, do you have something that could help me?" Because she heard me talking the whole plane ride to this gentleman, and she was like, "I need something to help me. Do you have something to help me?" And it was like totally quick, because you know how fast people get off the plane, and they want to go. So I said, "Absolutely." I said, "We're kind of in a rush here." I said, "Give me your information." I handed her my phone. And I had it on contacts. I had her put in her name, address, phone number, all that business. And I said, "I will message you." I said, "It was really nice meeting you." And I left.
Wow.
It was pretty awesome. So then I'm leaving the airport, and I go to the rental car agent, which I'm super excited and proud. It was my very first rental car experience all by myself. I
You're
felt
so
like
cute.
a girl. So I started chatting up with the guy at the counter, and we were talking about me moving there. And, you know, the thing that I can tell you guys to do is just be yourself and just be friendly with people. And I wasn't looking to get any information from him. I was just asking him questions about Florida because I'm moving there. And he said, "Oh, well, you know, what do you guys do for work? Where do you have to go?" And I said, "Well, we don't have to go anywhere. We work from home." And he says, "Oh, well, what do you do for work?" Well, right into it. So I told him what I do, and he goes, "Oh, I need to get fit." And I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Oh, well, I can help you with that, you know?" So I didn't ask for his information right then. I finished the transaction and stuff so that it didn't look like I was super eager to have his stuff.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
I finished the transaction with him, and just before I left, I said, you know, "Hey, would you mind giving me your email and information so that I can contact you with, you know, how I can maybe help you get into something?" And he said, "Sure." So he gave me his information. So that was really cool. And you know, the thing with prospecting to people out and about is that if you do it badly, who cares? You will never see that person again. So if you strike out, who cares? But if you do a good job and you get their information, that's someone that you wouldn't have ever talked to. So just do it. And if you mess up, who cares? Just move on. Um, so that was him. And then I was in the gym, and I went to the gym by myself because I left Carrie sleeping. I was trying to be nice, and I was all anxious. So I went down, and I was like, I'm going to run. So I tried to run on the treadmill, and I have a bad knee, so it didn't work out. So I decided to do Body Beast in the room. I was the only one in there at the time. And then I started following the Body Beast routine, and a whole bunch of guys come in. So normally I would have fled the scene because I was terrified to be doing this in front of a bunch of men by myself. But I decided,
Can I intervene? I'm sure that they were not terrified that you were working out in the gym.
I know, but I was just...
I don't think that feeling was mutual, just to let you know. Okay, sorry, go ahead. I'm sure they were like, hot girl lifting weights, hello.
This is exactly why I work out at home, though. I don't like people seeing me work out.
Oh, I totally agree. We're all that way.
This is something I enjoy. So this guy was... so this is what I'm going to tell you about because it was a missed opportunity, but it was an okay one because it didn't work. But I was lifting weights, and there was another guy lifting weights next to me, and I said, "Oh, you know, do you often do weightlifting? Is that like your main thing?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I can't do cardio. I have a bad knee." And I was like, "Oh, okay. You know, that's cool." I said, "Do you work out at home or do you work out at the gym mostly?" And he said, "Oh no, I actually work out at a school because I'm the lacrosse team teacher." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I said, "Oh, have you ever heard of Body Beast?" I said, "I'm doing that today. It's great because it tells me exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I get a really effective workout." And he's like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And he kind of shut me down, and he wasn't interested. Like, he turned away and did his own thing. But that's an example of how you can start talking to someone, and you can see if it's going to go anywhere or not. And it's okay if it doesn't go anywhere, but it's a really good practice for you to start the conversation with someone. So it doesn't always have to be on, you know, so that's okay. Another one was we discovered that the place we were staying at had a service where they would drive you within 3 miles of the resort. So we were like, oh, cool. So the first night we had to go to Walmart to get something, and we had been drinking. So we were like, well, we can't drive. So we decided to take up on this thing. And earlier in the day, we had seen one of those gentlemen holding the sign, and everyone's seen them, at the side of the road that says, "Will work, I need money, I have 3 kids, blah, blah, blah." So we actually followed him because he was leaving his post, and we wanted to see if he was like driving like a car or what he was doing. So we followed him around the parking lot, and he actually handed his sign off to someone else, and that person went and stood on the corner. So we thought it was really strange. So when we got picked up by this driver, we were talking about that situation. And the driver says, well, I don't understand people like that. He's like, I have a baby on the way and I'm in need of money, so I have 3 jobs. I work from such and such in the morning until such and such at night every single day. And so I'm just listening to him, and he's telling me his story about, his life and what he does. And he is an extremely hard worker. He does all kinds of things. So, he was talking, and I said, do you enjoy fitness? And he's like, yeah, I've been in the service, and I really enjoyed that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was kind of talking to him about, fitness type things. And I said, hey, I'm not sure if you'd be interested, but Carrie and I are Beachbody coaches, and we work from home, and we make pretty good money doing it. Would it be something that you would like me to send some information to you? And he said, yes. So I got his information and his email and found him on Facebook and stuff right then and there, which that's what's great about your phone. You can find someone right on Facebook immediately, because sometimes they might be weird and give you a weird name and you can't find them, and it's a lost opportunity. So I found him right then and there, and he brought us to Walmart. We did our thing. And we saw him again the next day, and he didn't say anything to me, and I didn't want to make him uncomfortable by asking if he had seen it, because I had sent him the information about coaching. So I didn't ask him about it that day, but he was still very friendly, and I was talking to him and explaining, what we are doing. And so I've been in contact with him since then. He was just really weird about it. And he's not sure if he's really wanting to do it, but he's really thinking about it. So those are some ways that you can bring up Beachbody to different people in different situations. And you don't have to have a lot of time. And, I don't necessarily do it in the grocery line all the time, but, if the situation comes up and it feels comfortable, go with it. Go with it. Don't hesitate, just go with it. And Carrie was like, I can't believe you brought up coaching to that guy like you did. She's like, I was just like floored that you did it. She's like, I was thinking the same thing, but I wasn't going to say anything. So it's like, you just need to go there and do it. And you know what? I might not hear from him again. He might not be interested. But the woman that I was talking to on the plane sent me a 1.5-page email explaining all about her, because I didn't just send her a video saying, here, you can buy Tai Ching, because I knew that would be a good program for her. I slowed down and I said, since I didn't get to chat with you, I'd love to hear more about what's going on with your life and why you're interested in this. So I got a huge email back from this woman that I wouldn't have met if I wasn't talking to the gentleman next to me. So practice. That's the biggest thing. You just have to get out there and start doing it. And it's just like prospecting online. It's really uncomfortable at first, and you feel really weird doing it. But if you mess up with one person, there's thousands more to go. And it's the same thing with meeting someone in person. You might never see that person again. So what does it matter if you take the chance? Because what if they do say yes? Then you could be changing their life and helping them do something really amazing. So don't be scared to say something. If it feels good and you think, I think I can help this person, say something.
And practice really does make perfect. Like, this is not something that, oh, I'm not that type of person, so I'm not a prospector. Or, I'm not comfortable with that, so I'm not a prospector. Nobody's good at it at first. Nobody's comfortable with it. It's something that you just get used to, and then practice seriously makes perfect. It's just like the first time you ever did your workout, you did not do your workout with the same ease and confidence that you do it today. Okay? So please, everything always goes back to fitness. Everything. You have to practice, practice, practice. And like Stacy says, every workout's not going to be, you nailed it. And not every prospecting, whether it's online or in person, are you going to nail, But it's all about practice. It's all going to make you better for the next one, and it's one more exposure. And one more person you're helping. What if nobody, like I always think, what if I had never experienced Beachbody? Where would my life be right now? Like, what if nobody ever told me about Beachbody? I don't watch it commercials. I should be in bed right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, what if nobody had ever told me about Beachbody?
Mm-hmm.
So really, you remember that you have that gift to share with other people, and whether it's not, if it's right for them in the moment, or if it's a no, it just means not right now. We always say that over and over again. Say it a gazillion, trazillion times. So that was some great exposures you had, and some great stories there, Stacey. Awesome.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to say to new coaches and old coaches, I have a lot of newer coaches coming on, and they're trying to do the prospecting. They're like, I really don't see what the point of this is. No one's messaging me back. I'm not getting that many responses. You know, that happens. But when you brush your teeth, do you think, okay, you know, you don't always see the benefits of brushing your teeth right then and there. But you do it every day because you know it's good for you. Needs to be the same exact thing for prospecting and reaching out to new people. If your number is 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, 25 people, you need to do it every single day. And like Danielle and I were just saying, it's all about practice. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be with it, and you just got to keep doing it. And honestly, you'll get people. I've had people message me back that I messaged over a year ago, just now messaging me back saying, oh, I just barely got this email, and they're just barely contacting me. So never give up on those people. Just keep sending them, and you know you'll eventually get traction with it. And another thing is that people need to find the right places to find people, because I know that when I'm prospecting online, there are certain sites that people just don't respond to you because they're not passionate enough about the topic to answer you. So if you go through one and you send out like 70, you do like a whole week's worth of the same place, and none of those people message you back within a few weeks, move on to a different topic because that one they just might not be passionate enough about to talk to. So
absolutely. And I love how you said, like, some people only see the message in their other box, or get back to you way down the road. Listen, I've had coaches who are my top working coaches right now, who I've messaged through groups, and they got back to me 5-6 months after I messaged them, and now they're working on my team and making Success Club 10. Do you know what I mean? So you never know who your next challenger or who your next coach is going to be. So, like, I love the brushing your teeth thing. That's great because it's so true. You know, you have to just do it every day blindly. The other one I love is the metaphor of, I think it's a palm tree or a bamboo shoot, or both, where you water it every day, water it every day, water it every day, and nothing. It does not even break soil. And then all of a sudden, within 2 weeks, it grows like 9 feet or something crazy like that. But you have to continue to water a piece of ground that you see nothing coming up from. You have to be willing to water it every day, or it will never grow. Okay, so it's just that same sort of thing, right? Just like fitness, you still have to do your workout, even if you still feel bloated.
Yep. So just keep doing it. So that's the key. Is just keep at it. Keep doing it every single day. So do we want to talk about Summit real quick?
Yeah, just really, really quick. I want to just I just want to talk about a couple of quick things. I mean, we're going to talk about Summit again next week. For those of you who are going, but I just want to talk about a couple of things that I really like to bring. I mean, we have our checklist in our Summit group. We have our checklist. I know Jean posted it in our team's group and everything like that. There's a couple of things that I always want to tell people. Please do not have brand new shoes. If you have brand new shoes, please make sure that they're at least a half size or a full size larger, because you are going to be doing a lot of walking. Okay, like honestly, it's about 1.5 kilometers to 2 kilometers mostly where you're going. I find I always lose weight at Summit. Okay, so I know they mentioned that don't wear new shoes. Actually, Beachbody mentions that don't wear new shoes. But so if you have some awesome new kicks that you want to wear, by all means, wear them around your house. You still have 12 days. And break them in. Step on the back of them, you know, let the dog chew on them, whatever you need to do to break them in, okay? And always have a little pair of flip-flops or something that you can put into your bag. Okay, that's what I do. I even have a little pair of flats that are sparkly, okay, and they're literally weightless. So if I have a bad night or a bad day where I need to take my shoes off, because I do like to wear nice shoes, because I live in, this is what I live in all day long, fuzzy slippers. Okay. So I like to wear, I like to get dressed up at something. So that's my other tip. The other tip of that is please pack granola bars, protein bars. We're flying from Canada, so we can't import fresh produce and such, but we can we can bring in packaged goods. Okay, so we can bring our Shakeology. We can bring Quest bars or Kind bars, Kind. I really like those. You can get them in a box of 6 at Walmart. They are really yummy, and they are made with carob chips on the bottom and all nuts and seeds. Okay. Also, the Valley Nature ones are really good. They're gluten-free, and they're all nuts and seeds as well. So it's really hard to find some good bars that have limited, you know, ideally we could make our own and bring them, but we can't. We can't get on the plane. Okay. So make sure you have protein bars and things like that so that you can stick them into your purse. A water bottle that you can refill. What else? Make sure you have a charger. Sorry, go ahead.
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids.
I am notorious for wearing high heel shoes, and I refuse to take them off. I try to bring the shoes like Danielle says too, but I'm too proud usually to take them off. So I will be bleeding and still wearing them. I'm like, I'm rocking these out. Danielle knows. I did it last year.
Hilarious.
Make sure you have Band-Aids, because Danielle had to rescue me with Band-Aids last year because I didn't have them. So that's a good thing to have with you. Another tip is when you get to the MGM and you're signing into your room, tell them that you have medication that needs to be refrigerated, because you will get a free refrigerator that way.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you do that, and don't be totally blonde like me and be like, I don't need medication. Like the guy's like trying to help me out, being like, so you need for medication? I'm like, no, I don't need that. He's like, so you need. He did it like 5 times. I wasn't getting it. So just, and I was like not getting it, but we did get our fridge for free because we did say that. So that's a good tip. Walgreens is not that far. It's Walgreens, right?
Yep.
Walgreens, they have grocery stores that deliver to you, but if you wanted to just, like, last year we went to Walgreens a few times and picked up, they have really good sandwiches there, which sounds really strange, but they have really good sandwiches for really cheap instead of getting something at the MGM, and that's nice to get out of the building for at least a few minutes.
And they had fresh fruit, they had water, they had beer, they had fresh kale salads, Greek yogurt.
Yep.
If you're doing the ordering online, you want to do it a few days before Summit.
Yeah.
For, I think it's Vons or Safeway.
Yeah, so you want to put your order in a couple days before Summit if you're doing the order.
I know I'm going to go to the grocery store. We arrive in at, like, we'll be probably at the MGM by 7 or 7:30. So I'm going to drop my bags and go to take a cab and go to the grocery store. But I'm in a suite. I have a fridge, a big fridge.
When is everyone else arriving? Ashley, when are you arriving?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm arriving on Wednesday night, like 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday. So Marissa Ramsey is going to pick me up at the airport, and we're going to go right to the Team on Fire meetup.
Cool. Very good. Justine, when are you getting there?
We don't arrive until Thursday afternoon. I might miss the opening ceremony.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Oh, you're going to miss the Team on Fire meeting?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I can't
that's
take another day off work.
Oh, darn it. That's the best part of Summit. We'll tape it for you. It'll
still be good. It will still be good.
It is. You won't know the difference because you won't know the difference.
We'll video it.
Yeah.
Some of it.
So is there a Team on Fire meeting on Wednesday night? Is that what Ashley was talking about? There's a meetup?
I think so.
Yeah, I think Hillary booked something for a few hours that night.
Or Heather. Maybe it's a Team Dynamite meetup.
Maybe it's a Team Dynamite meetup.
Heather's, yeah.
Like meet and greet?
Okay, yeah, because the elite party is that night, but only until like 9 or 9:30.
Oh. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never been before, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So
Yeah, it's probably Heather's party.
Heather, that's really nice. That's really nice. Good. Good. The other thing I want to mention about the other tip I want to mention is I can't remember what it was. Water bottles. Take your protein snack. Make sure if you have an extra charger for your phone, like a, what are they called, jockeries, because your phone will go dead really quick. Make sure you have one of those. And there was something else. Baby wipes.
Oh, yeah. And then also team up with a couple of people, and because you're not going to be able to do every single seminar.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get your packet, you'll get it when you first enter. You'll go in. You'll go to the thing. You'll get your packet, your information, your little plaque saying your name, and if you're a diamond or an emerald or whatever you are. And it will have like information saying when each seminar is. So what you want to do is look at the seminars and hand select which ones you most need the help with. And then have one of your buddies go to the other ones that you can't go to and take notes for each other and then share with each other. Because there's no way that you're going to be able to do every single one of them, because there's 2 at the same time every time. So there's 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, the whole time.
And if you don't make it to all of them, don't feel like you failed or that you didn't do the whole entire thing. Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah. Oh, tissues. The little thing of tissues, because I cried the whole time.
Oh, cried. Tissues for these, baby wipes for these, and listen, I mentioned this to my group who were flying down from Nova Scotia. Moisture, whatever you spray up your nose to moisturize your nose.
Oh, yeah.
Almost every single, or a neti pot, if you have a neti pot, almost every single person complained about blowing their nose and having nosebleeds, blood, and blowing their nose. It's so dry.
And so chemical filled.
So chemical filled, perfume, smoke, cigarette smoke. It's so ironic that we're having our conference here, but remember, it's our last year. We were in a contract, and the contract's up, and they're moving it. So Nasonex or whatever it's called, whatever just moisturizes your nose. Because I would have taken a whole squirt lotion and stuck it up there if I couldn't. And I have no sinus issues. I never have sinus headaches. I never have sinus issues. I've never had a nosebleed. I've never had a headache.
Yeah, it is a little rough. I mean, it's a casino. You're in a casino. So they're constantly filtering the air, and they put something in the air to make it smell good. But it definitely takes its toll. So yeah, that would be a good thing. So
yeah, I know there is smoking in the casinos. I'm just reading what Jean wrote here. Yeah, there's smoking in the casinos, and literally, you check in at the front and you walk through the casino just to get to the elevator.
Yeah, you have to walk through the casino every single day to go to wherever you're going.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Sin City. It's Sin City. So has anybody free drinks when you gamble? All right, Marie. That's right. She's. I'll be with you, Marie. I don't do anything else, but I do like to sit down at the slot machine.
About the gambling.
My husband was
even at the 10-cent tables or the 10-cent machines, they'll bring you drinks usually.
Yeah. And that's like
bring you drinks, then you go.
Yeah. And my husband was so shocked. He was like, I didn't realize that I'm like, I don't do a lot of things, and I don't like to spend a lot of money at the machines. Like $20 is my limit or whatever. But I do like to sit at a machine and just put a little bit in there.
She does. I've been there. I've seen it.
She's seen it. Yeah, it was like my night out on the cruise. I was like, okay, this is my night. This is my night. We're going to the casino. What was I going to say? That was the first time I didn't win, though, Stacey. So I'm not saying that you were a bad luck terror.
A bad luck one.
I was annoyed with my husband. Anyways, there's one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, yes. Did you guys, I didn't listen to that video. Hillary posted another surprise today, a video about something that was happening at the meeting. Did anybody know what that was about?
Sean T will be at the meeting.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
That was what it
Sean
was.
T, and I'm assuming a few other people.
Woohoo!
Last year. But Sean T and Shailene for sure, that's awesome.
Yep. So,
And I mean,
up and personal with Sean T. And maybe
right?
a little striptease dance like he did last time. Remember how he danced around on the stage?
So sweet.
With his husband. That was
He's so sweet. And last year we had who? Tony, Sagi, Sean T. Who else?
Carl.
Carl, Jeff Hill.
Yep. Michael Neiman.
Michael Neiman.
I think we had pretty much everyone that was there.
Yeah. So I don't see why we wouldn't this year as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to meet Shanti. I don't care if I have to chase him down. I'm going to.
Chase out.
Into them quite a bit in the hallways. Just don't be like me and be like, oh, I feel so bad interrupting them. Just be ruthless.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. I'm not, and this is what I think all the time. I'm like, I don't want them to think that I'm a weirdo. And it's just like prospecting. Then I come home full of regrets and look at everybody else who has all these pictures with them. The only real pictures I have of people who I've actually won a photo op with, and I regret all the time that I didn't wait in the lines because I was tired or I was hungry.
I'll tell you a trick that I always do, and I always get to meet people this way. It takes a little courage, but I found it at work, and I always did it. So if I see somebody I know that I want to meet, even if they're a long ways away, I yell to them as if I know them. Like I would say, Sean, come here. Sean, come here. I want you to meet somebody. And whoever I'm with is the person, and then I introduce them, and they'll sit there and stare at you because they don't want to say they don't know you. And then and it works every time. I can tell you the list of people I've met doing that. Steven Spielberg.
Wow.
And I introduced my sister-in-law and my husband to him. And my husband was working for him, so. But
you are ballsy, girl. Okay, we're sticking by Marie. Marie's rooming with me. I'm sticking with her.
I'm telling you, it works.
All of them.
I love it.
And they literally, I've done it a couple of times, and they will walk over, like staring at me, going, okay? So try it.
I need to review that because I'm not going to let this happen to me again. I'm not going home filled with regrets and an empty camera.
Me too. Yeah. I want my picture with Sagi, man.
I want my picture with, well, I already have my picture with Autumn, but I want my picture with her and Shailene. And I don't have a picture of me and Shanti because at all of the times I've been literally Shanti next to me. I just stare at them and like feel like a 12-year-old girl jumping up and down inside and saying nothing. When I need to say what, Shanti, oh my gosh, let me introduce you to my friend Stacy, one-star diamond coach, just moving to Florida. Shanti, Stacy, Shanti. Let's get a picture. Marie, you're brilliant.
I want to see you do it.
That's awesome. So, do you guys have any questions about Summit, things that they're nervous about or need reassuring about before we wrap this up?
We'll talk more next week.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry. I said
Hello?
Where'd she go?
Oh, Jean, we can't hear you. Maybe you could type it in the side. Oh, Jean.
She's totally frozen.
Oh, darn. Let me re-invite her just in case. Jean. Yeah, so like I said, the nasal necks is my #1 thing that I'm going to take because there's nothing, you don't want to be finally getting that picture with Shanti and then just feeling like you just want to stick your finger up your nose and pick something. Do you know what I mean? So you definitely heed our warnings.
Oh, I love you.
So she's
they have the AC blasting, I assume. So bring like jackets.
Yeah.
Yes. Jacket.
Little sweaters.
The whole time.
Yeah. Yes, as soon as you go outside on breaks, you need to take that little jacket or that little sweater off, Justine. But at the same time, I'm bringing some jeggings and some tank tops. I'm even bringing some long pants. Do you know what I mean?
What did you just say? What is a jegging?
It's like leggings that are jeans.
Okay.
Have you ever heard them?
No.
Okay. So Jeanne's gone, so she'll have to ask us next week, or she'll ask us on our team page. So we'll wrap this up for tonight. Thank you guys for everybody who is watching us here, and have a great week. It's the beginning of June. Anybody else going to hit Success Club 5 by the 5th, 10 by the 10th?
Already did.
Woohoo! Awesome, girl. And this is the thing. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's all have Success Club 10 by the time we go to Vegas. We can just relax and enjoy, right? Take care of everything else, right? Deal?
That's my plan, because I move right after Summit, so I don't have.
I'm almost there too. I can't wait. Then we can just relax and enjoy. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Bye. I'll see you in the morning, Danielle.
Yes, can't wait.